10 weeks ago. Oi. Hey, Carlene, how you doing?
Hello.
I don't even know where to dive in on this. Like,
Number one, and let's just go through it one by one, because I mean it's going to be the same thing on the thing. So
should we
Basically.
just have the quiz open while we do it?
that's what I think.
Okay. Okay, for this number 2, I put A and C.
Okay, I know A is right, but I don't think C is. Why did you pick C? Because I debated about C at length.
I put C because it's a number. Because you're not asking for a name of anything. Like, yeah, it is specific to one business, but I think that I don't know. Like,
okay, and the reason I didn't think that a phone number is because, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you need to be able to find like the median and the mean of a quantitative.
that's true. Like, if you're looking at it at just like categorical versus quantitative.
That's what I was looking at it.
Yeah.
So you can't get the mean, because I was like, okay, so they're gonna, you're gonna list phone numbers, and then these phone numbers have these digits in it, and so.
Yeah.
So I thought it was more of a category, just based on when I kept reading. It's taken me hours to get through 5 questions, and I've skipped.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, for that one, I think I like your reasoning on it. I'm gonna switch it to just A.
And yes, it's been a bad day for Carlene and statistics.
Oh man.
Oi.
Seriously, it has taken me so long to get through just a few questions because I've had to go back and just review and review and review, and
yeah. I mean, I guess like that's the whole point of it, though, is to review so that you're ready for the test. But. Oi.
But when you can spend like 30 minutes debating on like number 3, is it because the students had no control over the price, or because they didn't choose which cereals were selected? I was like,
Oh my gosh, yeah, that
I know it's one of those two.
I thought, okay, I want to say it's because they had no control over the price.
That's what I went with too.
Okay. I think if as long as we all feel like similar about ones, I say we just go for it.
Okay. Because they did have a little bit of control over which one because they rolled the dice, and then I was like, then I was back over looking at,
Yeah.
You know what was kind of weird with that one as well? It's kind of tough to say that that's an observational study as well, because they did a lot of choosing to get to that point.
But the reason that it's an observational versus an experiment is that there's no control group.
Like, they aren't affecting
they're not
anyway.
Yeah, they're not. They're just looking at the price versus changing the price and then seeing how people would.
Yeah, which is why I think the price is why it's an observational study.
Yeah, now I completely agree.
Okay.
Because I was just kind of like weird about that. I'm like.
Yeah. Okay, so for number 4, I wanted to say the median will stay the same because it's still, like, 21 is still under the mean. But I feel like it's also D, that you still have to have more data to determine that.
See, and I thought the median could increase.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it will stay the same because, well, this is just, I guess, my simple reasoning, is because, I mean, the first 10 could have an error, and I think the median will still stay the same just because if we look at the last male, age 25, that's number 99. So there's a lot of numbers in between, and so we're really looking at, like, if the error was in, like, numbers maybe 48 or 49 or something like that, then it would be different just because the median would not be the same. But like, I believe that the numbers wouldn't matter if it's like in the beginning.
Well, also, so the median, if I remember right, it's like the middle number, and like when we got taught it as a kid, you like cross out the outside one, like going in until you find that middle number.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Yeah.
So the median is
has
the middle
21
number.
point, yeah. Whereas
Okay,
the
so I was
mean
confusing
would
that with the mean.
change. Yeah, the mean's the average. So if you took the 12 out and put the 21 in, the mean would change. But I think the median stays the same because it's still below where the mean is. But we also don't know where the median is, like the original median. So that's what's confusing.
Oh. Yeah.
Is if
Now,
we
yeah.
need to know
Now
the
I'm seeing
median.
it different. Yeah.
So yeah, I could see it's not possible because if you don't have everything, you couldn't say where that 21's going to change it. Is it
Yeah,
going to?
because the mean doesn't always equal the median. So if you know median, if it's higher or lower than that median, then you could say. But since we don't know it, I think we still need to know more info. I think it's D.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got 2.5 for this one.
For number 5.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure how to figure that out. I don't know
I
what I was
couldn't figure out
doing.
how to figure this out. I've gotten this wrong on every test since the first test.
Okay, so I'm not sure, I don't remember if I got these right or not, but what I did was the mean is 70 minutes with a deviation of 10. So we know that 50 minutes is 2 standard deviations away from the mean of
Yeah.
70.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the 68, 95, 997 rule is like 68% of the data is within 1 standard deviation of the mean, 95% is within 2. So ours is we're trying to figure out the 2 one because we know it's 20 minutes away from 70.
So you divide 95 times divided by 2?
Well, so 95%, if you look at your probability applet,
Okay, let me
it's
look at.
just in between the 2 standard deviations. It's like if you were to fill in the middle and not fill in the outsides.
Okay.
That's the 95%, but we want to switch it. So we're trying to find under 50 minutes. So we need less than. So we only fill in the left side. So the way I thought of it was like the whole thing filled in is 100%. And the middle we know is 95%. So if we subtract that out, that leaves 5% for the 2 edges. But we only want 1 edge, so we divide by 2 from that 5%. Did I do that too fast?
No, that makes
Oh.
total sense.
Okay.
I remember all that now. Like
Yeah,
it just
now
all kind
it's
of like
like
came back.
Right? Like
Yeah.
from
Yeah, it all came back,
10
rushing
weeks
back
ago.
to me.
I'm like, oh no, that rule is so long.
Yeah, that really is. Wow, I have to study that a little bit more because that
Yeah.
might get really
So it's
confusing.
this little
Yeah.
2.5. That
Like
makes
for a
more sense.
while, everything was building on itself, and then it started introducing new things, and like all of this last little bit has been new stuff. So it's like,
I'm telling you, I'm just struggling with all of it. So
oi. Okay, so for number 6, what did I get for that?
again, one I don't know how to I could not figure out how to solve this. Like I've been reading and rereading trying to figure out how to solve this.
Okay, this one, correct me if I'm wrong, Abe, but what I did was, you take the mean of the 150.7 and you subtract 157 from that. It's like that formula. It's like x minus mu over standard deviation equals z.
Yeah.
Oh, so are we looking for the z-score? Because I can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're looking for the z-score, and then on the applet, so we don't know. Actually, wait.
Actually, I think it's the value minus the mean.
Okay.
It's in the lesson 5. Yeah.
Value
so it's the
minus
value minus the mean. Okay.
Yeah, value minus the
So
mean.
we don't
Yeah,
know the value.
154.6. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
what? Oh shoot. Okay, wait. I think I might have done it wrong then.
No, like you
Let
could
me-
like I was kind of struggling with it. I wasn't really too sure.
Let's see. Because the way they phrased it made it seem like you're trying to find the value. So what I did was I put in like 0.35 into the applet because we want the 35th percentile.
Yeah.
And then I took the z-score it gave me from that and put that into the equation and found the value. So I got 100, negative 100, nope, wait, not negative.
Wait a minute. Okay, you lost me because. So you don't find the z-score and then put it into the applet?
No, because for this one, we're trying to find what score gives the 35th percentile.
Okay, so if we put 35 into the...
So go to the applet and you want to put in, you want to fill in only the left side because it's going to be less than 50. So make sure that only the left side's blued in.
Okay.
And then you want to put 0.35 in at the top.
Okay, so we get negative 0.385 as a z-score.
Yeah, and then you plug that z-score into your formula with your value unknown.
Okay.
Trying to find the equation of that. What is that equation?
The z-score equation?
No, the z-score is the value minus the mean. That's on exam reviews if you look at lesson 5 recap.
Yeah, it's value minus mean over standard deviation equals z.
But like, since we found the z to be negative 0.385, like, what do we do with that exactly?
So we know z. So the way we would write it is like, we don't know the value, so we'd keep value. Minus 150.7 divided by 10.2 equals negative 0.385. And we're trying to find the value. So you can multiply both sides by 10.2.
Okay,
then you add
I'm getting this finally.
Yeah?
Yes, okay, I got it. It's like
What'd you
just
get?
clicked. Okay, let me plug in my last number to the calculator and I should have it. It's like, I don't know, that just all of a sudden makes sense.
Woo! That's good.
That's kind of freaking amazing.
Perfect timing for the final, right?
You don't have any idea.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I got 160.927. Am I anywhere close?
Kind of. What did you use for your mean?
I used the 157, but that's not right. I should have used the 150.7.
150.7. And you want to make sure, so the value should be below 150.7 because the 35 percentile is below. So make sure you have that negative on your z-score.
Okay, that's my other mistake I made. I have. So now I got, so it should be 146.773.
Yeah, and you just use one decimal place, so 146.8.
0.8. And that makes so much more sense than it has made in months.
Yay!
Okay, like that's so much easier than what I've been trying. I don't know why I've had such a struggle with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did, but something
Okay.
tells me that I'm definitely gonna forget that because I was.
No,
Write
you're
that
not.
down.
You need to like make really messy notes so that it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, bad.
Literally, I write down everything.
I do too, but I've been going through my notes and I'm like, I don't know why this is not helping me. Like I don't.
Yeah.
This for whatever reason, this class just it seems all flip flopped in my mind. So.
Yeah. It definitely gets backwards sometimes.
But yeah, like the z-score, you put your z-score in and then you solve for x, and that's algebra. I can do that. I'm like, I can handle.
Yeah.
Algebra's my.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Let's.
All right, number 7.
Number 7, I thought it was D. We can't be sure until we examine the data.
I wanted to say that too, and then I was like, I did wrong.
Wait, say that again. You cut out.
I was like, I don't think we can know until you do it. But then I was like, well, maybe. Okay, if you take a sample and it's 70 men from this age group and calculate the mean numbers. Okay, wait. If you know it's right skewed, wouldn't it stay right skewed?
But that's with a ton of points, you know, like.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because we only have n equals 2. I mean, I don't even think it could be right, normal, or left because with just 2 points, it'll just be a straight line, wouldn't it?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can't make. I mean, you can't make a.
You can't decide that based on 2 points, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's just literally
Okay.
just 2. You know, it's like,
I was like,
I don't know.
It didn't make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another one that I worked and reworked and never got an answer for because I don't think I'm ever doing it right. Find the z-score.
Okay, hopefully I got this right, but I got 2.236.
Hey, I got that too.
Okay, how do you
Good.
set up this problem? Because I don't think I'm setting these up right.
Okay,
So
this is
this one of just the standard deviation ones?
Yeah, except that it's just like the one we did a couple minutes ago, but the standard deviation, you put it over the radical n.
Radical.
I don't remember how I did this now. I'm just like,
Yeah, so what I did was I did 8550 minus 8544
oh yeah.
divided by 12 over radical 20.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you said it should be radical 12, correct?
No, 12 over radical 20. You always should sample
But why on
size.
this one is it radical 20?
N?
Oh, okay, so we're trying because...
So the way it's written out should be your value minus your mean divided by your standard deviation over radical of the sample size.
Okay. .894. But that is not what y'all got because my guess is my calculator and I are not getting along again.
So what I do for this one a lot is I will, because your radical 20 is a division within a division, so I usually just multiply that after.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did everything like in reverse. I just found my radical 20, put that aside, and I divided
You did
it
the
by.
radical 20 first. Okay.
Yeah, I did everything backwards because I don't know.
Because you have an old school calculator like me?
Yeah.
And I've been using my phone calculator.
8. Oh, it's -4. Okay, that would make a difference. -4 negative. Okay. Divided by. Okay, I'm still getting negative. Okay, so it's 8550 minus 8554.
No, it's 44.
44.
44. Okay, no wonder I'm having so many problems. It helps if I can write correctly.
There you go. It's
Okay, 6. I will get this one day, I swear. If y'all want to shoot me later, just let me know. Okay, I got -1.34. What did I do wrong? Because I don't think that's right.
Why don't you read off your problem again? What you put in.
Okay, let me redo this. 8550 minus 8540 equals 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Divided by. Okay, divided by.
You should divide by 12 now.
Why are we dividing by 12 first?
You divide by deviations.
Okay. So divide by 12 and then multiply it by the square root of 20?
Yeah, because the square root of 20...
one of those problems. Okay, no wonder I'm having so many problems.
Because you have to multiply the reciprocals just to make it easier. So...
Okay. Negative 0.372. What the heck am I doing wrong? Okay, I will figure this out.
Okay. If you want, you can kind of do what I did. I just kind of found the square root of 20, then put that number down. Then I just did 12 divided by that number. Then I just divided that by 6 from the other number. Or 6 divided by that.
Yeah, 6 divided by that number.
Okay, what is the answer supposed to be? Because I get
2.236.
Okay, and it's supposed to be set up. Let me make sure I'm setting this up correctly. Sorry, I'm telling you, I'm so fried right now. This is what happens when you work on this too long. So it's the value minus the mean. Okay. I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm losing. Okay. Let me try it one more time. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So it's, now I'm going to just, so it's 8550 minus 8544 divided by the square root of 20 divided by 12.
Divided by 12 divided by square root of 20.
Okay. That would make a big difference.
Yeah.
So I'm writing these out wrong. No wonder I can never get them right because I keep.
It's in lesson 7 also in the recap.
Okay. So 12 divided by. Okay, that makes sense. I got 2.236.
Yep.
Finally. Okay. Kill me now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, number 9, I got .991.
That one was a little weird for me. I didn't know if I was going to write it wrong. I got .009, but I also was probably shading the wrong side.
So I shaded the middle and the right side because you want greater than that 8540, which I got the Z to be negative 2.357.
What did I get? Let me see.
Double check it too.
Yeah, negative 2357. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
And then I shaded the middle and the right because we want greater than that number. So it should be over 50%. That's how one way we can like double check our work.
so .99.
0.991. Yeah. I rounded up the fourth.
Oh, okay. I see now. Greater than. Okay, I don't know what I shaded.
Probably just like one side.
Oh yeah, I did only.
So on this one, the only thing you change is that you put in the 50 and then you shade in everything for the end?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm good then. I know how to do that, and I can figure that out. Okay. Now we can do a few problems I actually know how to do that I didn't want to shoot myself trying to figure out.
Yeah.
10 is A then, right?
Yes, that's what I got.
Yeah.
And 11
is A.
I got B for some reason because that word chance. I don't know if you're allowed to.
I know. I always have a hard time with that chance.
I think it's both.
Because I debated. I put A and B because I was like, when they said there could be more than one.
Yeah. Well, and then
I thought, is it 95% of all heights females, adults in our sample are in our competency interval? Because I had a hard time with that one.
Yeah, I think it's A, B, and E. That's what I have written down at least.
Because I starred E, but I wasn't sure about that one.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, isn't there something in the notes about, let me find it. About like how you do it with like the true everybody.
Wait, say that again?
Isn't there something where like you can take it and you do it with everybody that's so like 95% of all females? I'm having a hard time with this one. It's just like I'm overthinking it again.
So I think the confidence interval gives us 95% of our data is within that interval.
Okay.
And that would mean that, like, they use that to say that there's a 95% chance. The true mean of, like, all samples, like, all the population in the U.S. is within that mean.
Well, then would that mean that it could be D?
No, because we don't have the data for D, but we, like,
You
Okay,
have a
that makes
sample.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. For 12, I got, what did I get? A.
Yeah, I got A too.
Yes.
Sweet. One easy one. 13, I got .019.
I got .128. Let me see.
Let me double check.
Let me pull this up so I can check it again.
Because the reason why I think it was 1.28, because aren't we doing the less than?
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I found out how you got 128. So on here I have that they have a known population mean of .95, and we're trying to see if if it's different than that. So I put the null hypothesis as .95.
Oh, that might be some wrong answers on the test.
Like, it's such a tiny little sentence in it. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. And I thought I was actually doing it right and maybe understanding it. Okay.
I mean, it's like almost there. It's just that one sentence that makes it different.
Oh, okay. So .019.
Yeah. So, like, when it said, where does it say it? The hypothesis test to determine if the portfolio performed worse than the other one. So when it asked for the comparison, that's when it was like, okay, well then what's the original for that one that they're comparing it to? That's like a hint kind of thing.
Oh, wow. That is. Oh,
Very tricky.
yeah.
Curly,
I
did you
wish
get
we could
that
work
one?
on the test together.
No,
That'd be
because I
nice.
can't get that rates
No.
of return to open again, and I didn't get that the
Oh.
first time around. So my
Okay.
computer is kind of frozen on Excel.
Oh,
So
wow.
Okay. Do you have
I will
any
go with.
others open?
I have other Excel stuff open. I just can't get
Okay.
that. I can't get that rates of return to open again. But I have
Huh.
my other Excel stuff open.
Okay, let's move on and then we can come back to that one.
Okay.
We can double check it. That was
Just a random question to step up. But so when we're comparing, like say like there's another question that pops up similar to this on the test, when something kind of goes off with that sentence, kind of like find the difference, if one performed worse than the other, do we
Yeah.
always have to put in the null hypothesis or do we leave it at 0?
It depends. So if it says like the other one, the null is 0, as in like I'm trying to think of an example of that one. Like for the difference ones, the null is almost always 0. Or if it's like they're trying to figure out if like I can't think of any examples right now. Shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got it to open. So I had a question.
Okay.
I got .0. I've got .119.
.119?
Yeah. So I used a one sample t-test.
Uh-huh.
So for the confidence level is 95.
Uh-huh.
The null come back
The
here.
null is .95.
The null is .95. Maybe that's what I did wrong.
And
So why is
then
the null
type is less than.
.95 and not .05?
The null is given to you, it says the S&P has a known population mean return of .95, and you're trying to see if the other portfolio differs
Okay.
from that.
Yeah, I missed that too. Y'all probably were talking about that earlier. That makes.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry,
So-
I was wanting to scream at my computer.
Yeah.
.019. Okay, pulled up.
So I think that if the question was like if you had like certain movie or not movies, but like certain what would give you a 0? Like what's the normal test that would get you 0.
Or maybe instead of saying significantly worse, maybe it just said conducted a population test to determine if they are different. Or
Yeah. If they don't give you a mean, then it usually means it's 0. Like,
Okay.
no, it's 0. That's a good way to put it. So.
Okay.
Because most of the time we've had it at 0. It's just, if they give you the mean, then you change it.
Yeah.
Okay, for number 14, I got D.
I got C. I wasn't really too sure why though.
Well, his
What would it be?
income wouldn't be dependent on her income. They just have to have both spouses together.
Yeah, so like, you
Yeah.
could marry a vet and be a doctor, and that wouldn't matter. You could be a doctor and marry a plumber. Like the incomes don't matter for that.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
yeah, because it's exactly what he's
ones.
looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference. Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. 15, I got .096.
I
I
gotta
got
pull this back in.
.095.
Bah. Okay. Let me look at it again.
Okay, I gotta read this question closer because I always flip flop these.
So I did the paired sample.
Yeah, the paired sample. Did you
I
round, maybe?
rounded.
Oh. It's because remember when I asked you that one time? Because I never know when to round because I feel like I always get it
Okay.
wrong on the test.
So you round in almost every case. You're gonna round normal. Like you look at the next number, if it's 5 and over, you round the number before that. You know. But if it's like I think it's like a sample size. If you can't have like more than the one, like you always go back to the lower number no matter what. Like even if it's 20.8, you always just put 20.
No, you're supposed to go up.
Just kidding, up. Okay, I knew it was
Yeah.
one way or the other. Okay.
Because you can't have half a person, so you have to have more people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always you go up.
Yeah, and then there's another case where it's like, what was it from? Like anytime that you have that, like, you need a whole number, that's when you either round up or down, like, depending on the rule for that specific thing, like the sample size.
Okay.
But if it's just like a p-value or like anything that can have like more than one, anytime it says you can have decimal places, usually you round it normal. That's a rule of thumb.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
.096.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got, okay, this one I always get confused on, but I got
C?
C.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
And then B for the next one, 17.
I got C again. I wasn't really too sure what I was.
Let's see, where did I put C?
Well, it says the data has been determined to be normal.
So they gave us a QQ plot.
So I'm going to go with B.
Okay, yeah, so because they said the QQ plot formed a straight line, that's why I figured it gave us the data as normal. Because that's like one of the tests we use for it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see that now. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Because I was just kind of thinking, like, but that sample size of 10, this is not big enough.
You have to read all of it because he likes to, well, whoever writes the test, I'm going to assume it's a he because no woman would do this to me. I decided there is just not, well, I know there's a lot of women, like I met somebody that actually is a female and she's a statistician and she's awesome, but like they would not write these tests this badly. But you always have to read like the little fine print, like, you know, because they'll give you that little, they create a cute plot, or they'll say the data is normal, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, something small that gives it to
something
you.
that's just like, seems like some random thing. You're like, why are they telling you that? But it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for 18, I got C.
You got C?
Yeah.
Okay, because I debated between A and C. I don't know why I wrote A and C.
I got
Okay,
B.
which test would you want to use? Because that's where I was having a hard time, because I know...
Yeah. So, just first of all, for Abe, you always want the equals to be in the null.
In the beginning, like, I was thinking the same thing, but like, the only reason why I went this way was because where is it? Well, apparently now it completely looks wrong. My answer, maybe, yeah, I don't know what I was looking at, because maybe I was thinking about another question when I was doing this one. Maybe I don't know, because I was kind of going
Okay.
around.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah,
null is always equals.
Yeah.
And then Carlene, the spot where it says the company subtracts the value given by the first appraiser from the value given by the second appraiser
Then
is
it would
why
be...
the
Okay,
difference.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I was confused about that too because I was like, well, both of them work, but
Yeah,
it's
I
because we were
couldn't
doing
decide between
differences
the two.
already. Yeah.
If they're subtracting, then it has to be C. Okay.
Yeah. For 19, this one confused me because I thought it could be either A or D, but I just put A.
I think, yeah, A.
Okay.
I put C, just because like that word chance I always get it wrong when I put the word chance in there. But
Well, and yeah, and then 95% of the data are between negative 2.34. I see what you mean, because there is something where it says, like, I remember reading that or something.
I feel like they're both correct. Like,
Yeah, so which one is more correct, I guess, is the...
but now looking at A, it just kind of seems good too. Um,
the way they say, like, what does this mean,
Yeah,
makes me
so,
want to think that they need to keep the true mean identifying it.
I think so.
Okay. I hope that's
yeah, that's what I
right.
was thinking of.
Well, they'll give us the answers after this, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully.
Not until later this week, not until everybody's taken it.
Okay. I definitely want to study off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, for 20, I got 50.
I don't know
Yeah,
how to do
50,
this
yeah.
problem.
So for this one, do you remember, like, there's an n times 1 take away p is greater than or equal to 10?
Okay, so say that again, slower. N
So
times...
n times, and then parentheses, 1 take away p, and parentheses,
Okay.
is greater than or equal to 10. That's one of the tests to see if it meets the requirements.
Okay.
And then you have to do it also for n times p is greater than or equal to 10.
So if
Yeah.
you put in...
You do for both. And I usually just pick whichever p is smaller, so like whether p is smaller or 1 take away p is smaller, because you don't need to do both. And then, so we're trying to find n, so you just do n times and then 1 take away 4/5, which is just 1/5, is greater than or equal to 10.
So N would have to be at least 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know, like, I don't know why I have such trouble. Like, once I get it into, like, algebra form, it's easy, but,
Yeah, it's just getting it to that algebra form.
yeah. I'm like, I can't. It's like my worst nightmare come true. It's all word problems all the time.
Seriously though, it's like I just look at it and I'm like, this is gonna take me a day to do,
I'm
just to
like,
read through everything.
it's like I studied Russian all week and now you're giving me a test in a different language. Stop it.
Oh my gosh. Oy. Okay, for 21 I got D.
Okay, I thought it would be A. So is this one of those where, but I see what you mean now.
That only applies to the test
Because,
up until the proportion one.
yeah, because once you get to proportion, you have to do the other one. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't read the I didn't think about the proportion being part
Yeah.
of this. Got to pay attention to those P's and Q's on here.
Yeah, and it's nice that like that one came right after a proportion question. So it's like, hey, you have this in your head. Try using it.
Yeah. Doesn't work that way for me. So I wrote down 22 as being A.
Ooh, I have D.
Yeah, I was thinking D as well, but I was kind of going through it.
Because it's not a p-value. If it was a p-value, it'd be that chance one, or like a confidence interval. But it's a proportion, so that's why I said 51.2% of the sample have that.
Okay, that makes sense.
So 20, I got stuck on. That's just because I didn't have the formulas right in front. Oh, okay. I know how to do this one.
So what is this a p hat minus p?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me set this up then.
Yeah, I didn't have the formula in front of me, so I still have to do it too.
I'm sorry, so what formula?
It's that p hat minus p divided by that square root of p times 1 take away p all over n.
Oh.
In lesson 16 recap.
Oh, I see it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the formula, but I don't know how to set this up in this problem.
Okay,
I think I'm making it really complicated.
Hold on 1 second, I'll be ready.
Okay.
So for this one, I put, you said you did set up the formula, or you don't know where to put numbers?
I don't know where to put number, like I'm keep debating between like everything right now.
Okay.
I'm so.
So like the p hat is your, like what you have calculated from your data. So that's calculate the probability that fewer than 320 out of 750. So that right there is a proportion. 320 over 750, and that's your p hat.
Okay, so that's. Do you go ahead and divide that out to 0.426?
Yeah. So that 0.426 is your p hat, and your p is 0.45 because that's what the population has said. And then all of the p that you use for like p times 1 take away p over n, all those p's are that 0.45.
And so the number that we're looking for, though, is 320?
Yeah, so our
Okay.
value is that 320 over 750.
Well, so we use that value again for n?
Oh, sorry, n is 750.
So why
That's
is,
our
I
sample
think
size.
that's why is n 750 versus n being 320? I guess
Because
that's my
it
confusion.
says calculate the probability that fewer than 320 out of the n equals 750 adults. So they're
Okay.
saying you took this sample of 720 adult or 750 adults, and only 320 of them fit this category of having the disease.
Okay, that makes much more
So your
sense.
total sample is 750.
Okay, I got a negative number.
Yeah.
But you can't have a negative number of people.
No. That formula gives you that z-score, and then you have to plug the z-score into the probability applet.
Okay, so if I take in my lovely negative 70.
Mm-hmm. Did you get negative 70?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I was like, I think there's got to be something way wrong with this.
Yeah. So,
Okay, let me
do you want to read off what numbers you have where?
let me redivide this real quick and then I'll figure it out. Okay, I got it again. Okay.
009.
So I got 0.1267 minus 0.45 over 0.45 times 1 minus 0.45 over 750, and you take the irrational of that.
Yeah, the irrational of all of that denominator,
all of that,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So maybe I missed a step in there. Let me make sure I took the irrational of that, because that would make a big difference.
Yeah, that really would.
So Tiffany, do you just shade the left part on the applet? So is it 0.009?
I got 0.0996. So I rounded up to 0.100. What's your z-score that you got?
I got negative 1.288. Did I do that wrong?
I got negative 1.284.
I will check mine right now.
Okay. That will still, either way, that should give you the same probability, though.
Negative 1.282? Am I anywhere close?
Negative what?
Negative 1.282? Or 283?
Okay, I got negative 1.284. All of those will give you the same area.
Yeah, because I have to round it eventually, because my calculator can only go out so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I put in, whoops, 1.2. I want 3. So
You have the same number. Okay. Yeah. Put that in there.
0.0997.
Yeah, I got 0.0996, but they're like the same thing.
That's so weird. I'm not even getting that. What am I doing wrong?
So wait, you got when you plugged it into the probability applet, what did you get for the probability?
When I just shade the left part, I get 0.0989.
Yeah, and so rounded, that's still going to be the same thing.
Oh wait, so what you guys get? Maybe I was just hearing just random numbers.
You probably were, because I was saying a lot of random numbers in my mind.
So my probability applet, because it's like I don't know, my z-score is off from yours by a couple. So mine got 0.0996, which will round up to the same thing as 0.100.
Okay, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, which I hate putting that 100 in there because it just feels wrong.
Yeah, no.
Okay. We all got it, so it's got to be the right answer.
Finally, it takes me long enough. I'm telling you, I'm hating my life right now.
Okay, 24, I got C. 0.182.
Okay, you just plug this into the applet, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. Actually, wait.
So, okay.
C equals. Oh, no. So for this one, okay, so we've got the area to the right of Z is given.
Yeah.
As 0.091. And our hypotenuse test, hypothesis test, wants the not equals to, so it needs both sides. So I just multiplied it by 2.
Oh, okay,
Does that
I
make
see
sense?
it.
No.
Yeah? Okay, so look at your probability applet.
Okay.
And if you were to shade the right side of that Z equals 1.3,
Mm-hmm.
they give you that as 0.091. But the hypothesis test is saying the not equals to, so we need the less than and greater than the extremes. So we want both sides shaded. And we know one of the shaded sides is 0.091. So you just multiply it by 2 to get that other one. Yeah.
So 0.182, which is actually what you get if you put it into the thing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
when you
good to
shade
know.
it in both sides. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
That makes so much more sense.
Win. Okay. For 25, I was not sure if it was A or F. It says that it's known the distribution is normal, but I don't know if that means you still need a sample size big enough.
Well, if you know the distribution, because I remember I missed this, because if you know the distribution is normal, any n will do?
I'd say yeah.
Because I think I missed this on one of the homework things.
Okay, I don't remember this at all.
Well, when you miss as many as I do, you wouldn't think I'd remember as everything, but that's one, because I was like, that is the most bizarre thing.
Yeah. Okay, I say you go for it. We'll find out if it's not.
Wait, and I think there's something. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. I'll look and see if I can find it before we turn it in, but I know I've read it somewhere. But
I don't see it in any of the recaps. Yeah, I don't see it in any of the recaps at all. 26, I got D.
B?
I got D.
Oh, D.
Yeah, because if you take the one takeaway P I think it's the 0.84 one. It gets
Oh,
something instead of 10.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing that says it's normal anywhere in there.
Yeah. Okay. We agreed on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. 27, I got C.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 28, I got B. Yeah?
Wait. No. You got
What do
B?
you have for 28? Yeah. 28? What did you get? What did you guys get for that one?
I thought it was C. But now I'm rereading it thinking maybe I misread it, so.
Because the, what does it give you? It gave you the residual, right?
Right.
So the residual is taking that line of best fit and
Okay.
seeing how far off your actual data was from that line of best fit. So it's saying like, oh, he thought he was going to lose 5.5 or 5.5 pounds more than he was predicted to lose.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a really long quiz.
We're almost done.
Okay. Okay, 29.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We're all going through it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 30, I got B. Check all that apply. Shoot. Okay.
I thought it was all of them.
Let me look really
And a
quick because
QQ plot. Oh wait, no,
I didn't
that's
have
wrong.
the chart up.
Let me pull my chart back out. Where the heck I put it?
Do you remember what lesson that was? Was it 23 or 22?
It's 23. I got my chart right here. Okay, there is a linear relationship between x and y, and you check that with a scatter plot. Okay.
So wait, I'm looking for, what's the question again?
Number 30. The error term is normally distributed, and you check that with a QQ plot. So
Constant variance is residual plot. But the other two you can't check with plot.
the variance of the error terms is constant for all values of x. Okay, so that's the last one.
But you can't check the
You can't check the observations are independent.
Or the constant one either.
No, so I know it's the last two, but I'm debating on, because it says the error term is normally distributed. So does that mean the residuals?
Oh. Shoot.
So the residual should not be, there should be no pattern in the residual. So I know it's not, the second one is not, but I know the first two are not there, and then the observations are independent. So I think it's just the last two.
I thought the second one was also.
Well, okay, but see, there should be no. Make a scatter plot and check visually for a relationship, and make a residual plot as well. There should be no pattern in the residuals. That's why I didn't think it should that. So you're not supposed to have any shape in the residuals at all.
Okay. When they said normally distributed, I thought that meant like random. That makes more sense.
No.
Okay, what about x values are measured without error? Because there's that one that talks about error, normal error term. Does that
It
mean
cannot be checked without. It can't be checked directly. So I don't think that's why I don't think it's one of those.
No, I have the error term as a QQ plot.
But see, it says
You
the
see that?
x's are fixed and measured without error. The x values are measured without error.
Measured. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And so it cannot be checked directly.
Okay,
So
I'd
you
say just the
can't
last
check it with
two.
that one. So I think it's just the
Yeah.
last two.
Cool.
Hey,
my
it sounds
gosh.
like you're riding motorcycles out there.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know where that party is, but I want to go join it.
Oh, the Dominican Republic just full of motorcycles.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 31, I got 0.780.
Now, how did you? Okay, so I didn't make it this far when I was trying to do the homework. So
I plugged in the 14 days and 90 days into the linear regression tab of data.
okay, let me get over there.
And you have to delete the ones that are null.
So,
Yeah. I learned that the hard way. I was like, what is going on?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I think it comes up with like null all the way across the board. It's like, okay, thanks for the data.
Mine came up with mine came up with fine data.
Okay.
Even with the nulls in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's figure this out first. Maybe it did not.
So R should be 780.78.
That's what I got.
Okay. And then I put for 32 linear with a strong negative association. Wait, no, that's not right. Positive. I don't know why it moved my number. Yeah, linear with a fairly strong positive association.
Okay, I got to draw my little line. Otherwise, I can never figure it out.
So one way you can check for that is R. If it's positive, then it's going to be a positive association. If it's negative, it's going to be a negative.
That one makes sense, but I can never decide if it's linear or not because I always mess up on that one. Mostly because I don't see a line where there's supposed to be a line. I never saw a hot dog before either.
I don't see a line either, but if it's 0, then it's non-linear, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And this one is pretty far from 0, so I just said non-linear. Or linear.
Linear with a, yeah.
With a fairly strong. Yeah. Okay, at B0, I got negative 17.087.
Yes, that's what I got.
And then for B1, I got 0.972.
Yes, that's what I got.
Okay, cool. And then I got 177.3.
You got 177.3?
3.
Okay.
Did you get that?
That's what I got.
Okay. 35, I got 0.804 and then 1.140.
Okay, that's what I got.
Cool. 36, I got.
What was the first one? I'm sorry.
0.804.
What was the first one you got?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And 1.140.
Yeah. And then I got B for 36.
Yes. Because
And
isn't it
then-
always that?
Yeah. All the time. For 37, I got t equals 11.512
Mm-hmm.
and p-value equals 0.000.
So what was the t-value?
11.512.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And then 38, I got c.
Yeah.
And, let's see. 39, I got b, I think.
Okay, I'm pulling out my little sheet here. The statistical tests, because I'm going to figure these things out.
My least favorite. Like, I get those wrong every time.
I could defend my answer for an hour. I know
Yeah.
exactly why I chose that, and
Yeah.
you're not going to
and
convince me otherwise. So
they keep popping up on every test too, so I keep failing part of every test, and I'm just like,
So okay.
Thank you for reminding me that I don't understand this again. So I said B for the first one because you don't know the standard deviation.
Okay.
That
And
makes sense.
and 40 is the same, but you do know the standard deviation, so that's why I put A for that one.
Yeah, because one of them's.
Okay, and then 41 I put F, test of one proportion.
Yes.
And 42 I got G, test of two proportions. So you guys get one for 42?
Yeah, I'm looking at 43.
Oh, 43. Okay, 43 I got I.
I guess it has to be I because they say a linear relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, that's an easy
Are they?
given. I'll take
Are
it.
they?
It's gotta be I. I mean,
It's got to be I.
yeah, I think that's just an easy one. Okay. Did we have to go back to any? I think we got that one that we were thinking of going back to.
I'm double checking that. No, it's starting to make a little bit more sense.
Okay.
Would you guys get for the upper bound for number 35? Because apparently didn't write anything.
1.140?
Okay, cool. 1.140. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna submit it. You guys ready?
Wait, on number 7?
Uh-huh.
Wait, not number 7. It was a different one. I'm reading number 7. That was farther up, I think. Number 4. 4 and 7 were the two I put a little question mark next to.
Okay. So 4, we had talked about how, like,
The
you
median,
don't know
it shouldn't.
the other
Okay.
numbers, and you have to know the other numbers to find the median.
Okay.
For number 7,
It seems like it's a trick question. It should not be, we can't be sure.
yeah,
It's
definitely not normal. But I just think that you don't have enough dots to figure out if it's right skewed.
yeah, okay.
Because if you think about it, you're going to have 2 data points. And then there's no mean, you know? So, or the mean would just be exactly halfway in between, and then it'd look normal. Okay, I'm submitting it. Any other questions before I say it?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I hate this class.
Don't say that.
I hated this class a long time ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail this test.
Don't say that.
I don't know why. Oh my gosh.
Was number 19C?
Hold on, my computer's not working very well. 19?
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, maybe. It must have been C because A was wrong.
Yeah, because that's what I was
Ah.
thinking. Because, like, anything basic, because, like...
Hey, we got all the sample tests, though.
Hallelujah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because basically,
I'm really
I
happy we got all those
basically
sample
thought that
tests.
anything with chance is, like, wrong, basically. That's basically what I put in my notes. Like, don't write anything with chance in it.
Don't ever use chance? Okay.
Don't ever
Well,
use
now we
chance
know.
ever in your life.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's basically what I go by in
Oh
this
my
class.
gosh.
Oh, I hate this.
Ugh.
My motto has become C's get degrees, but D's don't get diplomas. Just please let me make a C. I'm there. I am right there. Please let me see.
Man, this is
Sorry.
not fun at all. It's a little hard to study for this class because because like we can't even go over like tests. He like takes away the answers, so we can't even go back to them. No real
Yeah.
study guides.
Well, unless you can meet with them, which I can't. I mean, I haven't figured out how to do it. I mean, I just during its office hours and I hate. I think number 7 was skewed right. I'm gonna go with skewed right. Oh, I hate. Ugh. I hate. What? How did I get 33, 34, 35, and 36 all wrong? And 37. Oh crap. Sorry. I put my information in backwards. Bet you anything.
Yeah, this is. I really hope he gives us a gift and a curve at the end of the final grading. Because if he wants, I could write up a really good explanation on statistically him giving us a curve and how it will look for us to get a little curve going for our grades. Because who knows, he might, because our class isn't like amazing. It looks like there's about like 2 people that get A's and everything, and
Yeah.
like maybe like 8 people that get some B's, and the rest are like C's, and like there's like 4 people that just get F's, like all the exams.
And that's what I feel like. That's me.
No, like some of those are me. Not gonna lie, but
I am struggling so much in this class right now. I have to walk away from it every so often just because it just stresses me out too much. All right. Well, Tiffany left, and so I meant to ask her about like if she's redo it, working on that, or if I need to do it or what, because I can't handle a 60. We've got to have a better grade.
Oh yeah, like something tells me she had some technical errors because it says that we're still live.
Okay.
Yeah, so I might just hang on here
Okay.
until she might come back or something because I don't know if we might not have a video if we all leave. I don't know how this will work.
No, it should be fine. Because we don't have to post this one at all anyway. This one doesn't get posted.
Oh,
So
that's true.
yeah, so hopefully.
That's true. Yeah. Well, good luck.
Thanks. Good luck. It'll get better. I keep telling
Yeah,
myself
it will.
that. Bye.
Take care. Bye.